The use of dash cameras in car accident cases is becoming increasingly common as the technology becomes more widespread and more affordable. And it's not just dash cameras we're seeing more of. We're seeing more all types of videos. There's seemingly cameras everywhere these days, and video footage, if it captured a car accident, can be a really valuable piece of evidence, and sometimes makes all the difference in proving the elements of a case. So I want to mainly talk about dash camera footage, and we'll see a few examples of that. But also I want to touch on other types of video footage. So um, home security systems like Ring doorbells, for example, can be an incredibly valuable tool in investigating and proving a personal injury case. We've had success in previous cases obtaining that and using it. Um, Same with local businesses um, and also law enforcement cameras. This is something that, especially recently, we're seeing more departments install these. They call them flock cameras, or they go by other names too. But these are cameras that basically only law enforcement can access, and we've seen more frequently where departments will just go ahead and pull that camera footage when they're investigating a wreck. And so, we've seen a case where it went from someone who said both drivers claimed to have the green light, but obviously somebody ran a red light, and lo and behold, the police pulled the video, and it clearly shows who was at fault, and it just saves everybody a lot of trouble. So, insurance companies like dash cameras for that reason as well. But in all these cases, whether it's a dash camera, a home security video, a local business security video, law enforcement cameras, traffic cameras, in all these cases, with the possible exception of traffic cameras, because they don't always record live, but they can sometimes be archived by third parties. But again, in all those cases, it is very important to get to the video footage quickly. And it's another reason why we always say it's important to hire an attorney early in the case, because evidence can be lost. Video can be recorded over. So it's critically important to get to that video fast and make sure it's preserved. So on to the subject of dash cameras, the practical significance of it kind of differs depending on who's got the camera, right? So it can be a third-party witness who just happened to be driving and witnessed the accident and happened to have their camera activated. It could be the injured plaintiff that we represent, or it could be the other side, the defendant in the case, who is at fault for that accident. But in all cases, the dash camera can be, again, a incredibly valuable tool, and we've had cases, we'll see the examples now, where it just busted the whole case wide open. It went from a he said, she said dispute, so to speak, to, the video just speaks for itself and proves that one person was lying. So we'll look at that example first. This is a video of a pedestrian accident from a few years ago. This was you can't see it. There we go. So this was a dash cam from a third-party witness who just happened to be at the right place, the right time, and captured the defendant, in this case, running a red light. But importantly, that defendant had lied to the police and said that his light was green, and it was essentially his word against our clients until we got the dash camera footage. And this, the witness's contact information was listed on the police report, but we didn't know he had a dash camera until we talked to him. And so we talked to the witness and said, "Oh yeah, I had a dash camera. I captured the whole thing. Here you go." And so what we did was draft an affidavit, essentially a business records custodial. Sorry, I'm struggling to find the word here, but basically an affidavit of a business records custodian. And this is done all the time in court so that the witness who has the business record doesn't have to come to court and testify just to say, yeah, that's my dash camera and it's true and accurate. So we were able to establish that via affidavit. That way the helpful witness who was willing to share this dash camera footage with us didn't have to come to court just to establish that this was in fact his dash camera that captured the events in question. And again, this video completely broke this case wide open because it went from a factual dispute to, well, this person's clearly lying and caused all this extra trouble and expense. Another example we'll look at is when the defendant has a dash camera, and this comes from a case involving a utility truck that had some serious mechanical issues. And we knew from the truck's electronic data that it had mechanical issues, but we needed to prove that the company knew about it and drove the truck anyway. And this video did exactly that. And there's many clips of not just that, but other clips of that same camera where the company employees are talking about how it's dangerous. You heard him say that it was going to get them, the truck was going to get them killed, and there were many other colorful comments on that video that helped us prove that, again, the company not only knew about the mechanical problem, but also drove the truck in spite of them on a public roadway and caused an accident with serious injuries. So those are just a couple examples of how we've used video footage, specifically dash camera footage. But I can't emphasize enough, it's important to get on that quickly, because oftentimes if you wait even a couple weeks, the footage can be gone forever. So hopefully this has been informative, and thank you for watching.